Factoring and factoring by grouping, day 2. I just want to take very briefly here, go over um, problems 28 and problem 30 from page 296. Problems 28 and problem 30. 28 was not part of your assignment, 30 was. Again, when you see a problem that has 4 terms in it, in this, so we have a 4-term polynomial, and we're going to try to factor this. We're asked to factor by grouping. What we want to do again is we want to group the first 2 terms together and group the second 2 terms together. And we want to look for a common factor in each of these 2 terms. So I'm looking at BC plus 8B. The common factor there is B, so I'll write B, and I want to put a parenthesis. The BC divided by B leaves C. 8B divided by B leaves just 8. So now I have B times C plus 8. Now as I look at the next set of terms, I have a negative 3C minus 24. My goal is to get a C plus 8 there. Both of these are negative. That means I have to pull out a negative factor. So here I will take out a factor of negative 3, and I will write negative 3 out here, and I will put a parenthesis. So negative 3C divided by negative 3 leaves me a C, positive C, which is what I have over here. And then if I take negative 24 divided by negative 3, that leaves me a plus 8. And now I have the exact same factor inside the parentheses that I have in my first term over here. So this will allow me to say, if I knew what B and 3 were, I would subtract them. So I would put in parentheses B minus 3, parenthesis, and then C plus 8. And I'm done doing my factoring on that. So again, we are on distributing and going backwards from what we've been doing. Problem 30, this one was part of your assignment, so if you haven't checked your answer already, you can check that now. So again, I'm going to factor by grouping. I'm going to group the first 2 terms together and the second 2 terms together. So I have 12xy minus 8x, and the numbers here, 12 and 8. The factors of 12 being 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and 12. And the factors of 8 are 1, 2, 4, and 8. The greatest common factor of those numbers happens to be 4. So I'm going to have a 4 outside the parentheses. Both of these terms have a common factor of x, so I'll have an x outside of parentheses. So if I do 12x, y divided by 4x, 12 divided by 4 is 3. X divided by x leaves 1, so I won't put anything in here. And there's a y here, so I have to put a y in my term inside the parentheses. 8x divided by 4x, or negative 8x, my apologies, divided by 4x. Well, 8 divided by 4 is 2. X divided by x is 1, so I'll write it this way. Now I am after something in parentheses that says 3y minus 2. As I look at what's left, I have a negative 3y plus 2. Notice these are the opposite of what I have inside this set of parentheses down here. That means my common factor is negative 1. So I pull out negative 1. Negative 3 divided by negative 1, positive 3y. 2 divided by negative 1 is a minus 2. And now you should be able to see that I have the exact same 2 terms inside this set of parentheses as I did the first set. Now, now I have 4x minus 1, and I have 3y minus 2, and both here, so I will do parenthesis, 4x, because if I knew what that was, I would subtract 1 from it, and then I would multiply that by 3y minus 2. And this is something that you'll be doing for a while, so get used to this idea of we're doing factoring by grouping. It's to help us with some equation work later. This is not something that you use heavily right now, but again, as we go along through here in Chapter 5, you will continue to use this, and you will continue to use this concept later on in Chapter 8. So that's it on this. Your assignment will be this, page 2. That's not page 298. Looks like I got a typo to fix. It's actually page 296, guys. So let me correct that for you. And it's numbers 35, 36, 43, 45, 46, and then 52 to 55, 61, 66, 67 to 70, and problem 76. I'd write that down. Let me know what I can help you with.